Welcome back, boys and girls. It's your main math man, Shane, coming to you live from Mayfield. In this video, I'm going to be going over a couple problems from these IXL sections of O13 and O14. And again, you want to make sure that you're using those angle cards that we've made for ourselves. That way you can have them as a good resource to see. So on O13, all you're trying to do is be able to use those definitions to label different angles. So when it's saying which angle is adjacent, when it says it's adjacent to angle CDA, we're talking about it has to be next to. So let me highlight that angle CDA. So again, it has to be the points. I just label those points. I go CDA. It's saying which angle is next to it. And so we're looking for, well, very obviously this angle here. So we're looking for angle ADB. And again, it could be switched. It could be angle BDA, but we notice that the vertex is the same. So again, if we see, we have that angle ADB that is adjacent to this angle. Again, adjacent just means next to. When it has which angle is supplementary, again, what does that mean? Well, again, they add up to 180. So we're looking for two angles that add up to 180, and it gives you the first angle. So it's saying that if you have angle 3, what is going to be the supplementary angle? So if we're saying this is angle 3 right here, we already know it's 90 degrees. So I'm going to actually mark for ourselves, this is already 90 degrees, so we need something else that is 90 degrees. Well, if we look and see, we also know that we have vertical angles, so we can say, hey, this angle 6 and angle 3 are going to be the same. So we know this is a vertical. Let's see if I can write this out. Vertical. Because they are opposite of each other and they share a common vertex. So since they're vertical, they're the same. So angle 6 is going to also be 90 degrees. And what are we looking for? It says which angle is supplementary to angle 3. Well, if we add up angle 3 and angle 6, we would get 180 degrees. So we would say for this one, it would be angle 6. Another example would say which angle is congruent. And what does congruent mean? Again, congruent just means the same. So make sure you're using those ideas from previous grades and using those vocab cards for yourself. So if we have a congruent angle to BFC, so let's see if we can find B. If I have B, F, and C, I'm trying to say, okay, well, I know that congruent means the same, and I know that the only thing that would work for that is those vertical angles, so it has to be opposite. So if I notice also, I can say, hey, I know that it has to be a decent sized angle, so what I can do is I can say, all right, it has to be opposite of it, so I have to have that shares that same vertex, so I need to go through the point F, and I can see that if I highlight this angle, it forms that X. It's an easy way to kind of help you figure out those vertical angles, because again, if it's a vertical angle, again, vertical starts with a V, and they form an X. So what angle is this? Well, we would say that's angle DFA. So that would be angle DFA. Again, you have to take your time on this, maybe use those cards, not only for their definitions, but to make a straight edge, so that way you can see where you're at. On O.14, this is just actually finding those values for yourself. So again, it says, what is the value of y? And so it has, this angle here is y. So if we're looking for angle y, we're trying to figure out, okay, if these two angles added together is 9 degrees, we know that because these are complementary. So we're trying to find out, okay, what plus 60 equals 90, or excuse me, what plus 30 equals 90 in order to give it away. And so we would say that angle Y is going to be 60 degrees. For our vertical angles, again, vertical angles are going to be the same. So when it says what is the value of W, we know that these two angles, W and 31 degrees, are going to be the same. So that means very simply this is going to be also 31 degrees. Lastly, if it's supplementary, that means that it adds up to 180. And so if we were looking to find out, okay, if our first angle is 83, that means that we can take 180 and we can subtract the one angle from the other. So we can take 180 minus 83 to get our missing angle, which would be 97. So again, they should add up to 180, and you can always double check for yourself on that. So again, make sure you're using those cards for yourself. Feel free to ask questions, be able to get through these. Again, you want to make sure you get a score of 50 on, let's see, I want to get a score of 50 on O13, and you want to get a score of 80 on O14. First person to do so gets 5 Starburst.